that's, you know, all over the internet, but I think it's one that we're going to start seeing more and more of. I think it's an amazing one. Because people are talking about 29-year-old Brittany Maynard. She's dying of an incurable brain cancer, but she wants to be in control of how her life ends. She plans to end her life on her own terms on November 1st. Take a look.
I plan to be surrounded by my immediate family, which is my husband and my mother and my stepfather and my best friend, who's also a physician. And probably not much more people. And I will die upstairs in my bedroom that I share with my husband and pass peacefully with some music that I like in the background. I can't even tell you the amount of relief that it provides me to know that I don't have to die the way that it's been described to me that my brain tumor would take me on its own.
Now, there are only 5 states in America, which I did not know. I thought there was only 1, but there are 5 states in America that allow people to end their lives like this. It's Oregon, Washington, Montana, Vermont, and New Mexico. And they're saying people should have the right to die on their own terms. And I know you saw that amazing documentary.
Right, in 2011, the Sundance Film Festival winner, How to Die in Oregon. And it follows 4 different people and their families, and it's an amazing, that woman there will break your heart, and you'll never forget her. She has 2 children, and you know, in Oregon, this is the law, death with dignity, and I'm totally an advocate for it. I think it's necessary. When my friend Jeannie's husband, Dan, died, he did it the same way at home. And, you know, when he was a little out of it the last day, she said, it's time to fly, and he removed his oxygen himself. Even though it was like his last act, right? Yeah. So to get to have control over your death when you've had no control for so long over your illness, I think is the humane thing to do.
You know, I agree with you, everyone. I think people should have the right to live and die the way, but it would be so hard for me. It would be so hard for me if a loved one would say, I'm going to make this choice. It really would. And I honestly have to say that it would be hard for me to support it. And I'm just being honest.
That's okay,
I'm just
honey.
being honest because it would break my heart. God, my sister did that. That just moved me so much. You know, and it's and you know, we are a spiritual and religious family. You know, even though I'm a recovering Catholic, it was still there. You know, it's still there. It's still there. It's still there. You know, it's just so.
Well, the craziest thing about people going is it should be on their terms. Our loss is nothing compared
to what they go through.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's amazing.
You just stop. I know. No, you're acting like a Puerto Rican now. Get all emotional. All right.
I think that it's amazing how in the closet this issue is. Because anyone who's watched someone in their family at the end of life, it's horrific. For them, for you, there is no neutral party giving you advice. You know, I remember, you know, our family went through this with my grandmother, and someone walked in and said, well, we could amputate her legs, and we were like, oh my God, is that what we should do? I mean, there's no guidebook, there are no rules, and I think what's so miraculous about her is her strength. Because we were too weak. We just stayed in the hospital and did what they told us to do. We probably caused more suffering than the medicine helped, you know, alleviated. So I think it's incredibly complicated. It's an issue that is in the closet. Families don't know how they're going to deal with it, and then when they get to that point, if someone is sick or it's end of life, there's no good advice.
There's no good. Listen, my mother said to me about a year before she died, she said, look, Karen, if I go and I'm not quite gone, put me in the microwave. I was like, really? She's like, yeah, because I don't want to linger if I'm not here.
Right.
And thank God she said it to both my brother and I, because I think that also becomes an issue for people. Well, Mom wouldn't want this, or Mom would. That's why it's important that you leave, please leave instructions. I know you don't want to think about it, you don't want to do it, but it will make your family life easier.
I had a friend who she knew she was going to die, and she was chubby her whole life, and right towards the end, she said, promise me you won't pull the plug until I'm a size 6.